Oh, hello everyone. Now it has been a month since I made a new video, but I am back. I have 5 stories to tell you tonight. But I have some bad news before we start. There isn't long till I have my summer break from the channel for a few months. But I'll be back soon. I will be making a final video saying goodbye for a few months. Anyway, back to the story we're reading tonight. Tonight's first story is called Night Tree. It is written by Eve Buntin with pictures by Ted Rand. On the night before Christmas, we were always to go find our tree. We bundle up so we're warm. Nina is already wearing her boots that are too big for her. She has been wearing them all day. Dad sets our box in the back of the truck with the rest of his stuff and the 4 of us squishing to the front seat. We drive through the bright Christmas streets to where the dark and quiet began. Nina is almost asleep in Mum's lap when we stop. "Are we there?" I asked, and Dad says, "Yes," and rolls down the window so we could smell the tree smell. We scramble out. There are no oaks growing here, and alder and maples that are bare now and white in the moonshine. The pines and the spruces and the firs are green. This is called Luke's Forest, but Dad says it's not really a forest, just a nice forgotten place where our town ends. Dad goes first on the path between the trees, carrying our box and the big red lantern. Mum and Nina go next, holding hands. I came last with the blanket. It hadn't snowed yet. It's so cold my breath hurts. The sky is spattered with stars, and the moon, big as a basketball, slides in and out between the treetops. Dad's lantern sweeps ahead. "Look," he whispers. We stop. A deer is watching us. I see the brightness of its eyes. Then it turns out it's gone. "Here's our tree," Dad says. "It has been our tree forever and ever. We walk around it, touching it. It's grown since last year," I say. Mum puts her hand on my shoulder. "So have you. So have I," Nina says. Nina hates to be left out. An owl hoots. Deep in the darkness, there are secrets all around us. "Can I put on the popcorn chain?" Nina asks. She hops up and down right out on one of her boots. Mum helps her get it back on. Nina takes one end of the chain and I take the other, and we wind it around our tree. We bought apples and tangerines with strings on them, and we hang them from the branches. It's hard to hang strips loops when you have gloves on, but it's too cold to take them off. For weeks we've been making balls of sunflower seeds and present millet and honey. We hang those too. We scattered shelled nuts and breadcrumbs and pieces of apple underneath for our little creatures who can't climb very well. Our tree looks so pretty. Mum says I should spread the blanket so we can sit and admire our tree. She had bought a thermos of hot chocolate. I take off my gloves and toast my hands around my warm cup. Dad turns off the lantern and we stay quiet, hoping some of the little animals will come while we're here, hoping the deer will come back. But it doesn't. "It's shy," Dad says. "I'm shy too," Nina tells him. But before we leave, She and I get to choose a Christmas carol to sing. I chose O Come All Ye Faithful. Nina chooses Old MacDonald Had a Farm. That's not a Christmas song, silly. I tell her, but Mum says it's fine and very nice song too. We sing fast because there are lots of verses and it's getting colder. After the last E-I-O, we gather up our things and head for the truck. I look back once. Our tree has folded itself into the darkness, but I think I can see it still. Stars caught up in its branches and the moon will swing lopside on the top. Nina gets tired and Dad has to wrap her in a blanket and carry her. I carry her boots. Later in bed I think about our tree, and sometimes next day when the aunts and the uncles and the cousins are at our house and it's noisy and happy, I let my mind go back to Luke's forest. I think of the birds having Christmas dinner and the squirrels and the opossums and the raccoons and the skunks. There might even be a bear because Dad says bears don't really sleep all winter. But bears don't really sleep all winter, and if one's gonna wake up, I just bet it would wake up for Christmas. Maybe a fox has come, stepping high on its thin sharp paws, and they're all together, singing their own Christmas songs on Christmas Day around our tree. That story was called Night Tree. Time for story 2.